Welcome, everyone, to another fabulous journey with exciting archaeology news. In this episode, we'll be exploring 12 intriguing ancient technologies that continue to baffle scientists to this day. While modern technology astounds us, the marvels of the past are equally remarkable. Before we proceed, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification to stay updated with all our exciting episodes. Beginning with our list at number 12, the Fortress of Sacsayhuamán. Situated in Peru, this fortress has long been admired for its ancient wonders. Recent research indicates an even more astonishing possibility. Certain stones used in its construction appear to have been cut with a technology akin to lasers. Strikingly, there are no apparent chisel or tool marks on the rock, raising perplexing questions about the means employed to create such precision. The notion of the Inca civilization utilizing lasers seems far-fetched, leaving historians and scientists puzzled. It is plausible that an alternative method of heating the rocks to extreme temperatures was used for easier carving, but the specific technology and its operation remain unknown. Another curious hypothesis suggests that the stones predate the Inca era, pointing to the potential existence of a technologically advanced civilization preceding them, which vanished without leaving traces elsewhere in history. Continuing to number 11, Fast Assembly Pontoon Bridges. In 55 BC, Germanic tribes residing on the non-Roman side of the River Rhine believed themselves secure from Roman invasions due to the formidable river barrier. However, Julius Caesar devised a remarkable solution: the Fast Assembly Pontoon Bridge. These bridges were both robust and quick to construct, enabling Caesar's army to execute rapid and surprise attacks, catching their adversaries off guard and achieving decisive victories. One remarkable instance involved a bridge spanning over 1,000 feet across the Rhine, showcasing the ingenuity of its creators. In later years, the infamous Emperor Caligula, in 37 AD, reportedly entertained an audacious plan to construct an enormous pontoon bridge across the entire bay, on which he would ride his horse triumphantly. Historians differ on whether this grand project materialized, but if it did, it would have been a truly spectacular spectacle. Moving forward, we encounter number 10, Chinampas, a fascinating invention revolving around water. These floating gardens originated in Mexico and were born out of necessity. During the early 1500s, the Aztec Empire, with a population of 6 million people, faced the challenge of sustaining their communities with limited land resources. The concept of Chinampas might have predated the Aztecs, originating in Mesoamerica centuries before their time. Nevertheless, the Aztecs expanded and refined the idea significantly. The process involved marking out rectangular areas on the lakebed and creating boundaries with stakes and wattle. These areas were then filled with decaying vegetation and mud, allowing crops to grow above the water's surface. The Aztecs standardized the size and layout of Chinampas, constructing multiple gardens in concentrated regions and connecting them with canals. Due to the narrow channels between each Chinampa, they appeared to float on the water, hence the moniker Floating Gardens. Moving on to number 9, the Trypilians, an ancient culture that inhabited Verteba cave in Ukraine's Ternopil region approximately 5,000 years ago. Initially, archaeologists believed the Trypilians used the cave as a temporary shelter during their journeys. However, recent findings suggest that the cave served as their permanent dwelling. Excavations revealed intriguing insights into the Trypilians' daily lives. They carved primitive stoves into the cave floor, surrounded by bedding made from plant fibers. Notably, they ingeniously transformed broken ceramics into a kind of battery to keep warm while sleeping. By filling the stoves with broken pottery before lighting fires, the ceramics would retain heat for extended periods, providing warmth long after the fire itself had been extinguished. This indicates that the Trypilians possessed not only skill in crafting figurines, but also remarkable expertise in heating engineering. Continuing with number 8, Ali Qapu. Iran boasts numerous stunning ancient structures, but few rival the beauty of Ali Qapu. Erected during the Safavid era of the 1600s in Naqsh-e Jahan Square, Isfahan, by decree of Shah Abbas I, this palace holds a mesmerizing feature within its walls, the music hall. This room served as the king's venue for entertaining guests and hosting grand receptions. Both scientists and architects hail it as a marvel of acoustics. The music hall's design include double walls adorned with vase-like niches, ingeniously crafted to absorb echoes and create an acoustic environment centuries ahead of its time. predating the modern electric-powered sound systems. Clapping in the middle of this vast chamber produces no echo thanks to this ingenious design. Such brilliance ensured that the king's guests could relish every musical note played on sitars and kamanches by the live musicians without any distortion. The niches acted as sound diffusers, making it a sound engineering masterpiece from over 4 centuries ago. Advancing to number 7, cold Roman beer. Turning our attention back to ancient Rome, we ponder how they managed to keep their beer refreshingly cold. In mid-2018, Swiss archaeologists embarked on a month-long study at the Roman site of Augusta Raurica in Switzerland, seeking to comprehend the purpose of several enigmatic underground shafts created by the Romans. Through their experiments, they demonstrated that these 16-foot-deep shafts served as effective refrigeration units. Beer, along with other perishables, could be kept chilled for up to 3 months by placing them at the bottom of these shafts, which were then filled with compacted snow and ice, and finally insulated with straw. While beer was indeed one of the items stored in these primitive fridges, the Romans likely utilized them to preserve wine, cheese, and oysters during the sweltering summer months. Though the shaft's refrigeration structure is strongly supported, exact certainty about their purpose eludes both archaeologists and scientists. Continuing with our exploration, we arrive at number 6, Dazu Rock Carvings. Located in Chongqing, China, these carvings form an impressive and diverse collection worldwide. With thousands of intricately crafted stone artworks, most hold religious significance, drawing inspiration from Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. Scholars date the earliest sculptures to the 7th century, with additions continuing for 500 years until an abrupt halt. Besides religious themes, the carvings depict scenes of everyday life, including ancient Chinese individuals caring for children and tending to farmlands. Remarkably, over 60,000 individual pieces make up this collection. Kept secret by the Chinese government until the 1960s, the Dazu Rock Carvings eventually became open for domestic tourism, and in the 1980s a significant attraction for visitors worldwide. Moving on to number 5, medieval tanks. While Leonardo da Vinci is renowned for his artistry, his contributions as a polymath extend far beyond his paintings. Among his vast array of ideas, he envisioned a combat device that would aptly be described as a tank. Leonardo's tank blueprint featured sophisticated elements, including a retractable top for an expanded field of vision and mounts for blunderbusses to engage enemies. Nonetheless, several issues rendered da Vinci's tank impractical for the battlefields of his time. The thin wheels would easily get stuck in muddy terrain, and the crank design supporting the wheels seemed unsuitable. Furthermore, the tank's wooden construction left it vulnerable to a single flaming arrow, spelling doom for anyone inside. Despite these shortcomings, Leonardo's conceptualization of a tank centuries ahead of its actual development during World War I is nothing short of remarkable. Our journey now takes us to number 4, Hill Siksikaitsitapi Medicine Wheel, perched high on a hilltop in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Locals affectionately call it the Nose Hill Medicine Wheel due to its tongue-twisting name. This monument, constructed by the Blood Tribe during the annual Blackfoot Confederacy Conference in 2015, holds a connection to a mysterious past. Shaped after the Siksikaitsitapi logo, representing the 4 tribes in the Confederation, it marks a site of great significance to the First Nations people since time immemorial. The hilltop is strewn with remnants of old stone circles once believed to anchor teepees from which people observed the land below. Medicine wheels, whose ancient origins even the tribes themselves do not fully comprehend, vary in purpose. Some may have been burial sites or aligned with celestial bodies. The oldest known North American medicine wheel dates back 4,500 years, but its exact purpose remains elusive, leaving us to speculate about its intended function. Moving forward to number 3, Teotihuacán, an enigmatic ancient city in Mexico. Despite its fame, much about this stone city, built over a millennium before the Aztecs named it, remains unknown. The identity of its builders and their reasons for construction have eluded us, making it challenging to decipher the purpose of the intricate tunnels beneath the Pyramid of the Moon. These hidden tunnels, discovered only in 2017, raise questions due to their precision and straightness, considering they were likely crafted with manual tools. Located 33 feet below ground level, on-site investigations by archaeologists have not yet been possible. The use of advanced electrical resistivity tomography technology allows us to uncover their existence, providing insights into the depths below the Earth's surface. Historians speculate that the tunnels may symbolize a journey to the underworld, but such interpretations remain speculative with limited concrete evidence. Continuing our enthralling journey, we arrive at number 2, Roman taps. Even after departing the British Isles 1600 years ago, the Romans' influence still resonates strongly in the present day. Their innovations transformed the way buildings were designed and heated in the country, introduced sewage disposal methods, built enduring roads, and even contributed numerous words and phrases to everyday English. An extraordinary example of their advanced plumbing can be witnessed in this ancient Roman tap. This particular tap, crafted from bronze, was used in numerous locations throughout Britain to drain water from cisterns. Archaeologists estimate that the Romans began using taps like this as far back as 2100 years ago. While other cultures had pipes and reservoirs during that period, the ability to control the flow of water with a tap was a unique luxury introduced by the Romans. Now we come to our final destination at number 1, Abuna Yemata Guh. Located in East Tigray, Ethiopia, it is nicknamed the Church in the Sky. Although not as high as the heavens, reaching this church requires an arduous climb up a sandstone cliff with a perilous 650-foot drop awaiting any misstep. Only a select group of devoted priests make this journey several times a week, risking their lives during the 45-minute ascent. The path also passes an open-air graveyard where the remains of past priests rest in peace. Carved into the sandstone during the 5th century by a priest named Father Yamata, the reason for its construction remains a mystery. Some speculate he sought refuge from persecution, while others believe he sought a divine connection. Over the centuries, the church's interior has been adorned with exquisitely painted frescoes of the apostles of Christ and an ancient Orthodox Bible made from goatskin sheets. Thank you all for being a part of this enlightening and captivating journey, but the adventure doesn't end here. Stay tuned for more exciting episodes on exciting archaeology news. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to support our quest for knowledge and ensure you never miss a moment of excitement. Until next time, may the thrill of discovery guide your path.